Okay, guys, so interesting, another way to say this, speaking a different language or speaking to somebody else's listening. So I was talking to a person who was promoting anti-vaccine or was anti-vaxxer, and she's talking about being vaccine injured and that she and her people are not qualified or a candidate for the vaccines because they have a high titer. When you have a high titer test, it means you have a lot of antibodies, which means that you are communicable and yes, you're pathogenic. Okay? High titers mean you have antibodies. When you have very low titers, it would say that you're not communicable. And then also too, the government's going to think that you're not protected. So there is a very specific fine line that's going to show the government that you have some sort of protection because they don't know how healthy you are. So if you're very, very unhealthy and you have a low titer, they're going to think you're a sitting duck for some kind of disease, whether it's benign or aggressive, and you may be taken down by it because of your low functioning immune system and low functioning body. When you have a high titer, okay, which means that you have major antibodies, and you're also vaccine injured, it means that you're already paving the way for cancer, disease, and chronic illness. And then also you're not a candidate for a vaccine, which would give you a medical exemption. So you're dealing with a very fine line here. And we have so many people who are aging, who are in the conspiracy world, who are anti-vaxxers, who have high titers, that don't want people to get vaccines, but they don't know each individual story. There could be a person who's a very low immune system and a very weak body who may need a vaccine because if they get exposed to someone like you who has a high titer, you would basically decimate them with all of your antibodies because now you're communicable. Simply being anti-vax is not enough. Now, the anti-vax world and the pro-vax world needs to understand strategic nutrition, needs to understand jelly juice, because jelly juice has the probiotics to basically neutralize the viruses that are causing your weak immune system, weak body, as well as your very strong immune system and weak body, because a high titer test means you have a very low functioning body. High titer test means that you have so many antibodies that eventually they're going to agglutinate and it's going to turn into cancer sometime in your future. And you can blame it on the vaccines. No, you need to blame it on your knowledge of why it is that you have these issues to begin with. Because you're not applying your body with a strategic nutrition. You don't understand how antibodies work. You don't understand how probiotics work. And you don't understand how strategic nutrition works and how electrolytes work. Okay? So I'm trying to drop seeds here and there. But I'll tell you, there's some die-hard activists out there that totally want to blame the government. No, I'm sorry. The government does not know your individual situation. They don't know your individual belief system. All they know is people are dying from preventable diseases. That's all they know. So now it's up to you to now figure out how to balance out those antibodies so they don't become a high titer and then you are communicable. Aging people are communicable. You know why? Because you have a virus programming that is degrading your body and you're aging. That is basically equals virus programming. You're communicable. So if you're not doing J-juice, you are communicable. You are pathogenic if you're not doing J-juice. I'm sorry. Someone's got to be honest with you. So you can say, oh yeah, Jillian thinks she's God. Oh no, honey. I have now all the evidence to substantiate everything. And now it's up to you. So yeah, you can play your conspiracy game and think that, oh yeah, I got to be anti-vax. I got to be anti-chemical and anti-GMO. And you're really just, laying more groundwork for your degradation. Yes, and I'm wearing a sweater. It's really hot outside. I'm wearing sweat. It's really hot outside. I'm here with my dog because she wants to sunbathe. It's cold inside because my AC's on. And I want to come out and have her sun herself, but I'm wearing flipping sweats. But anyway, so yes. So there's another way of speaking to somebody's listening, especially in the anti-vax world, who says that they're vaccine injured because they're a high titer. Yes, people who are high titers are pathogenic. You are one of the ones that are contributing. So there has to be a total healthy balance of having enough antibodies and a strong immune system. And that's very hard to achieve unless you bring in elements that you don't ordinarily bring in, which is the J-juice. Sorry, gotta be honest. All right, bye.